It's been a dramatic week in Chicago. The Bears are making headlines again, not because of a blockbuster trade or a front office move, but because of the sudden wave of changes hitting their roster. Just when it looked like things were finally settling down, the injury bug struck, and new faces started arriving at Halas Hall. The Bears have made several moves to reshape their depth chart, and each one tells a story about where this team believes it's headed. Tight end Steven Carlson, linebacker Carl Jones Jr., wide receiver Miles Boykin, and punter Colton Spangler are all stepping into the spotlight as Chicago looks to fill key gaps. And while these names may not dominate headlines, they represent something far more important: reliability, toughness, and the hunger to prove themselves on the field. But before diving into what these signings mean, the biggest concern in Chicago right now revolves around the health of running back DeAndre Swift. Swift has been a spark plug for this offense, giving the Bears much-needed explosiveness in the backfield. Unfortunately, reports of a potential setback in practice have fans on edge. The team remains cautious, keeping details close to the chest, but one thing is clear: if Swift misses significant time, it will test the Bears' offensive identity. Chicago's offense, built around rookie quarterback Caleb Williams, has been growing in confidence week by week. But losing a versatile weapon like Swift could put pressure on the young quarterback to carry even more of the load. Williams has shown flashes of brilliance, strong pocket awareness, accurate deep throws, and leadership beyond his years. Yet, he's still learning to navigate NFL defenses that disguise coverages and bring pressure from every direction. And that's exactly why Chicago's front office isn't waiting around. They're retooling depth at multiple positions, ensuring the next man up is ready to go. Carlson adds blocking strength and special teams versatility. Boykin, a veteran receiver with size and experience, provides stability for Williams when plays break down. Jones Jr. brings speed and tackling energy to a defense that's already hungry. And Spangler's addition gives the special teams a leg with real upside. All of this comes at a critical time, right before a stretch of games that could define the Bears' season. If you love the Chicago Bears and live for every twist and turn of this wild season, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on notifications so you never miss a major update, breaking story, or injury alert. Every week brings a new chapter, and trust me, you'll want to be part of this ride. Back to the action, and it's getting real in Chicago. The Bears' locker room atmosphere has reportedly shifted. There's a sense of urgency. Players are talking about accountability, energy, and opportunity. This team knows it can't afford slow starts or mental mistakes. Every game, every rep, and every roster move counts. And that brings us to the heart of the matter: what these recent signings really mean for the direction of the Bears heading deeper into the season. The Bears' recent roster adjustments aren't just about filling gaps. They're about building sustainability. This is a team that understands it's not just about who starts on Sunday, but who can step up when adversity hits. Let's start with the offense. Steven Carlson may not be a flashy addition, but his presence brings reliability. The Bears have been searching for consistency behind their primary tight ends, and Carlson fits that mold perfectly. He blocks with leverage, runs crisp routes, and understands spacing, the kind of small details that help a young quarterback like Caleb Williams stay comfortable under pressure. Speaking of Williams, his leadership continues to grow at an impressive rate. Coaches and teammates have praised his poise in the huddle and his ability to command respect in the locker room. What makes his progress remarkable isn't just the throws, it's how he handles adversity. After a few rough outings earlier in the season, he's bounced back with sharper reads, quicker decisions, and a level of maturity rare for a rookie. His chemistry with the receiving core is also evolving. DJ Moore remains his go-to option, but Miles Boykin's arrival could offer another layer of depth. Boykin is a big-bodied target who excels in contested catch situations. If he builds rhythm with Williams, he could become a valuable red zone weapon, something the Bears have desperately needed. Then, there's DeAndre Swift. His status looms large over Chicago's offensive game plan. Without him, the Bears may have to lean more on short passing concepts, screen plays, and design quarterback movement to maintain offensive rhythm. But if Swift returns quickly, expect Chicago to reignite that dynamic 1-2 punch, where Swift's speed forces defenses to stretch horizontally, giving Williams clean windows to throw downfield. On the defensive side, Carl Jones Jr. has been catching attention in practice. He's fast, instinctive, and doesn't shy away from contact. Chicago's defense has had moments of brilliance, but inconsistency has been its biggest enemy. Adding Jones gives the coaching staff another chess piece to rotate and build pressure off the edge. And then there's special teams, often the forgotten unit, until it wins or loses a game. Colton Spangler brings a booming leg and control, something that can flip field position in close battles. Every yard matters in tight NFL games, and Spangler's presence could quietly make a difference when it counts most. These roster changes might look minor on paper, but collectively, they show a front office that refuses to stand still. General Manager Ryan Poles and head coach Ben Johnson are determined to build depth, competition, and adaptability, traits every contender needs by midseason. The Bears are still a team in progress, but what stands out most is their internal confidence. There's belief that this roster, with Williams leading the charge, is turning a corner, and the locker room is buying in. As one veteran reportedly put it, "We're not waiting for next year. We're trying to win now." Looking ahead, the Chicago Bears face a defining stretch of football. Every week from this point forward is a test of resilience, health, and chemistry. Caleb Williams is entering the stage of his rookie year where adjustments become everything. Defenses now have film on him. They know his tendencies, when he likes to scramble, how he reads coverages, and which side he favors under pressure. This is where great quarterbacks evolve. Williams will have to prove he can adjust faster than opponents can scheme against him. And for the Bears, the offensive line remains a key storyline. Protection has improved but still shows cracks, especially against elite pass rushers. Chicago's success depends heavily on keeping Williams upright and giving Swift or his backups room to run. The front five has shown progress, but they'll need consistency down the stretch. On defense, the Bears' pass rush remains under the microscope. The addition of Carl Jones Jr. could inject energy into the unit, but pressure up front must be more consistent. Without it, the secondary is left exposed, something opposing quarterbacks have exploited at times. Meanwhile, players like DJ Moore and Rome Odunze have to keep producing at a high level. Their chemistry with Williams could determine whether this offense reaches its full potential. And if Swift returns at 100%, the offense could transform from steady to explosive. The Bears coaching staff deserves credit for steadying the ship after early turbulence. They've maintained belief in their young core and continued building week by week. But belief alone isn't enough. Execution will define how far this team goes. The next few weeks will reveal whether this Chicago team is truly ready to compete, or still a year away. But one thing's certain, the Bears have energy, heart, and direction. Their young quarterback is growing into a leader. Their locker room is united. And their fan base, always loyal, always hungry, can feel something brewing at Soldier Field. Injuries might slow them. Adversity might test them. But this version of the Chicago Bears isn't folding. They're building something real, one game, one play, and one decision at a time. And as the final months of the season unfold, one question will hang in the air. Is this the start of the Bears' comeback story? Because judging by the way this roster is taking shape, it sure feels like it.